Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Omega.
Remarkable! Omega's sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
That could be a problem.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
I don't know about this. What do you think, Ida? You knew Papalymo the best.
What do I think?
Uh-huh.
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh no. Maybe I should have thought more about that answer.
You gave
Guess
too
we're
much
doing
for us
it.
to waste this chance, Papalymo. So this is for you. And me.
Or she breaks it. Just punches it too hard.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
I think we're trying to stay there so we can put it back in stasis. Oh no, is it breaking free? Oh no. Okay, that looks kind of cool. It's terrifying. Oh my god. Giant primal fight! Robo Spider vs. Primal Dragon! Oh. That is not Bahamut. That is a cool looking dragon. I don't know what that is. Is it a water dragon? That's interesting. Don't know what. Seems weird for a desert country. cool fight. They did just wake up and immediately choose violence. There was no hesitation. Hope everyone got out of there before all this stuff happened. Flooded the area. There's some non-stop missiles blowing up. Oh. Oh no. Are we rooting for Omega? Yes, we are. That was kind of the whole point. Maybe they just both destroy each other? That would be the best case. I don't know though. I mean, it was... captured Bahamut, so it definitely knows how to fight dragons. Laser battle! I think Omega's is winning! Oh no, even. Pepe purring is not really the mood right now, but she is loving it. And she's so cute. Hi. Yeah. You're extra cuddly tonight. Gotten 4 kitty cuddling sessions while streaming already. Oh, what just happened? They both just went flying off.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
Did it get destroyed?
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Celestia does not seem convinced.
Omega destroyed the cocoon.
No, Papalymo.
Papalymo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
He's gone. Oh. Yeah. I think that is what that means. Because he was the one who gave Ida the tattoo. Or the spell for it. I don't know if it's technically a tattoo, but... Hi, Bailey. Hi. Oh, your plan worked, Papalymo. You bought us enough time. Not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. Travel to Gridania? Okay. Anybody see a flying spider machine? Yeah, I'm a little worried. It did not look destroyed. And if we lost contact with it, I'm not confident it went to sleep. I came as soon as I heard the Excelsior had been spotted on its approach. One moment, everything was functioning perfectly, and the next it wasn't. Makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. The far edge of fate. This is it. Actual final quest before Stormblood. And yeah, probably before raid. We're starting a little late today, so we have plenty of time, but it'll be a good stopping point. The prologue is complete. The stage is set. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait! We must first... The other seats here is expecting us. Worry not, Alfino. Gosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. Oh, well... Okay. Just like staring at the ground. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. I don't know why they're being so cuddly today. And now that samurai have been confirmed, I think it's time for Celestia to learn the way of the blade. We will become the samurai. Elder Seatsir awaits you within. Learn from Gosetsu, the best trainer in the world. That would be great. Which samurai outfit do we want? I think I like this one for now. I was gonna wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I really like these actually. I had fun. I started with the weapons and then tried to create one that was like a little more traditional samurai and then kind of a more fantasy samurai. Like I like this one with the flame kiss sword, like the phoenix plumes coming off of it. 2B is great, and 2B definitely is fitting as a samurai. Yeah, I don't know why. I really like the hat in this one. I forget what the real names for the hats are. And then this is kind of the more mysterious, secretive one. What Jingasa. This one's called the Nonla. And that's a Jingasa. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, samurais look cool. But yeah, I was gonna wait till later in the story, but I think it makes sense to do it now and then switch to Dancer Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to switch to Dancer when I was thinking. And I do want to play as Samurai for a little bit, so we'll just say that Gosetsu taught us how to be a Samurai. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You are too kind, Elder Seatseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try. But tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega Eye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What words could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing, that much is certain. But I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other in the skies over Girabanya. The primals might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, and hope never to see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us could only think of Bahamut when looking upon the primal's forms, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. Shinryu. This Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have alas no eyes on the Girabanyan side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force, under the command of Marshal Tarupin, to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridanya's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system. So even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed it at all. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Girabanya. Though Ilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it's not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't have any reason to think it was specifically Shinryu that he was trying to call. I feel like he just wanted... Right? He just wanted, like, the most destructive being in existence to be created, essentially. He said something like that. When the primal emerged, I was for an instant transported back to Cartano, to the moment the Black Worm made an eighth hell of a battlefield. Gladly would I live out the rest of my days without seeing such a sight again. Pray accept my humblest and most earnest thanks again, Warrior of Light. Had Shinryu been suffered to roam free, the Twelveswood would surely have been laid waste. I go to oversee operations at Baelsar's Wall. You have done your part. Leave us to handle the initial Imperial reprisal, and rest while you may. The operation to take the wall will be Ishgard's first military action under Alliance banners. Though I have no appetite for bloodshed, part of me is glad of the chance to begin reparations for our past inaction. I should very much like to see this Shinryu creature for myself. I'm sure you would. Yeah, it does not seem connected to Alamigo, so that is interesting. Very odd. If, as seems likely, we put Omega into stasis after... What do they call it? Ah, yes. After Shinryu was defeated, we should have little to fear from either one of them. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Mishtor and the others have gathered at Amarysis's spire, and I imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone. It is decided then. Lead on. Yeah. I feel like it might not be much of a wall anymore. Yeah, I hope the eyes are addressed. Might have some difficulty finding them. Gosetsu! Only the curs of Garlemald would sully such beauty with that black eye and monstrosity. Those animals respect nothing and no one. Ida's there atop the spire. She's done naught but gaze silently at the wall for some time now. Cryo! Oh, thank the 12. After witnessing Omega's single-minded onslaught, I had visions of you being trapped within it and its target. Hardly the most rational concern, I concede. But if you had seen what I saw... Wait, what? Yeah, Luna... Hi. Hi. Yeah, that's interesting. Cryo has the Echo, but the Echo can only show you the past. Unless hers can also show her the future? After witnessing Omega's single-minded onslaught, I had visions of you being trapped between it and its target. That's interesting. Some foreshadowing there? I don't know what it means, trapped between it and its target, though. Is its target Shinryu? Like we're trapped between Omega and Shinryu? Alright, Luna's in the lap. She's not staring intently. Hi, Red. Chill. Yeah. Oh my gosh. She wants to play. Oh no. I should have played with them more before starting stream. They've both been so restless tonight. Okay. If you'd seen what I saw. No trace of the cocoon remains. 'Tis as if it never existed. Oh, I should have gone up and talked to Ida.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbird's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That'd be terrifying to see.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by a mega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Let's go talk to Ida. You okay there?
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Oh,
Ida.
poor Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Yeah, Papalimo was such a great character. Ida.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
Wow.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask.
Wait, what?
20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
That's what happened to her.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
Oh,
It was silly to think I could
like
fool you.
sweet
I knew
and
that even then,
sad.
but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Huh. This is so odd. Why did you never tell me?
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role.
She was so young.
Papalimo agreed to help, of course. It was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
Oh, that's why she has to come clean now. Ida's would have been permanent.
So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lys. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's what he meant by saying goodbye to Ida twice. All makes sense. And why that one person said that she hadn't
War is upon us once
grown
more.
at all. Oh, Giri Gosetsu. That one guy was like, Ida, it's you. You look like you haven't grown at all in the past 10 years or something like that. Yeah, that's so interesting. It seemed like, yeah, it did not seem necessary, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a coping mechanism.
You regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
They're going back to Doma? Giri's staying? Wait, is she going or not? They just leave without saying goodbye? It was brave of Lys to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Let's return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tataru and my sister. Dragon song. The end. Again. It's like the third ending, but actually the full end. Whew. Yeah, the first expansion to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. What a ride. We ended in a very different place than we started. Had all sorts of adventures along the way. Here's the kitty update. Luna's back in the lap. She's on the keyboard side this time. Hi. Your little paw's really cute. You know that? This way, this way, this way. What are you doing? It's a microphone. You're feisty. You're a feisty kitty. Alright, I'm guessing there's a post-credit scene. Should we watch it? I did not play with them much before I came up here. I usually play with them more. So maybe they just have some extra energy. Also, their food came, so they don't have to eat the pâtés anymore. So they've been eating a lot more the past couple days, and that probably has given them a lot more energy as well. So I'll just have to play with them before bed tonight. But yeah, they're probably very happy. Hraesvelgr. Alright. I love this song, but we will continue. Oh, no post-credit scene? Okay. That's odd. Alright, let's turn in the quest. You should have seen the look on Tataru's face when I recounted Lisa's. I realize in retrospect I should have perhaps waited for you to return. I, also told Alice, apologies. He may have mentioned, but Alphinoa apprised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as her friends, we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Girabanya, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom, but indolence. Correct. I, for one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire. As I rather suspect do you. Here we go. Pippin! Quick march! The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. Pippin's hair is kind of glorious. Father and son. It is almost time, Father. Aye. Almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Yeah, I guess Anima is still hanging out in Thanalan. Wouldn't mind seeing more of her. Very well, Ilberd. I will take our homeland back. for the both of us. Meanwhile, in Garlemald, the Garlics, the Garletians. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Baelsar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Icon continues, though both yet elude us. My lord, the battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Who is this? Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. Yeah. Do the helmets just keep getting crazier and crazier the higher rank they are? What is, like, the head garlic and... Does he just have like 10 horns coming out of his helmet? Unknown. My spies tell me the Dolmens call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. That was a creepy smile. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold the crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. You have completed the quest Heavensward Part 4. Exiting New Game Plus mode. Alright. There we have it. Celestia, Warrior of Light, having freed Ishgard, ended the Dragon Song War, turns attention back to the Garleans. And having now learned the way of the samurai, studied in this downtime, will set forth very soon. There is still one more thing we need to do. Need to watch this full Stormblood trailer, since we only got the teaser last time. Make sure we have time. Is anybody online yet?